Hello, I'm new.
Tina.
I'll be helping you today. Hi, Tina. So you've been referred here by your mother. How's everything going?
It's fine, I guess.
All right, well, we have a confidentiality policy here at our agency, and everything that goes on within this room between us that's being discussed stays between me and you, so your parents, no one, it's just between me and you. The exception is if I'm able to discuss this with my supervisor and work group, that way they can help me help you. And another exception would be if we were to discuss something that could possibly harm yourself or anyone else. Is that clear? For you?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? Whatever. All right. So what brings you here today?
I don't know.
All right. Do you have anything you'd like to talk about?
Not really.
Well, you've been referred here, and because there have been issues at home. Do you know anything about that? Any issues you'd like to discuss?
I don't know. My mom is always on my case and she's always nagging me about something. She just won't shut up and leave me alone.
So, it's nagging on you? And you don't know why? You don't know why she's nagging?
No, she just is always complaining about my friends or about me staying out too late. And I'm just I'm 18, and it's my life and I can live it how I want.
Okay. So independence. You love independence, yeah. So, why do you think your mother doesn't accept your friends, or does accept your friends? She's not able to accept your friends.
I don't know. She just says that they're not the kind of people that I should be hanging out with.
And what kind of people would that be?
I mean, I don't know. So we like to go out and party sometimes. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay. So she doesn't accept you partying with your friends?
No.
Is there any other issues that she seems to be having with you two?
I mean, she just complains about my grades sometimes, but...
And what about you? Do you have any issues about that?
No. I mean, my grades aren't stellar, but I'm not failing, so I don't see what the big deal is.
What would you call a stellar grade?
An A?
And what are you making so far now?
I don't know, C's or something.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think you would like? Let me rephrase this. Why do you think your mother has these issues? Do you feel like you have these issues?
No, I don't know what her problem is.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to your mother saying she doesn't accept your friends and partying.
Yeah.
Do you think that has something to do with your grades as well?
I mean, maybe. So I'm not spending as much time on school because, you know what? I'm going to be out of this place in a few months anyway, and then it's not going to matter, so I don't care.
So you don't care? You don't feel like these last few months would help out anyway?
No, I'm young. I'd rather spend the time having fun with my friends.
So what do you think is the big issue here?
She just she's always talking about how disappointed she is in me and how I'm a failure and
What are your thoughts about her thinking that about you being a disappointment?
I mean, it sucks, but whatever. I don't live my life for her.
Back to independency. Okay, so far what I've got is you feel that your mom is nagging on you about your friends, about partying all night, going to school and having not so stellar grades, and you don't see what the big issue is here with her. Well,
No.
you see her as being the issue between you two.
Yeah. It's like ever since she found out I was a lesbian, she's had this big problem with me. Like, we can't talk to each other without arguing, and like my stepdad won't even talk to me anymore, so.
Okay, so everything started when you told her that you were a lesbian?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. Why do you think that? Is she doesn't accept?
No, she doesn't accept it.
Okay. Why do you think she doesn't accept your orientation, sexual orientation?
Because she's like super religious and she can't open up her mind to see that that's not the way the world works anymore.
Okay, so is this, so you saying your mom is not accepting of you being a lesbian, and you're also having issues with your stepfather?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that, your issues.
I don't know, like he won't even really talk to me anymore since he found out. Like, he has more of a problem with it than she does, and I know they've argued about it sometimes, so.
So, going back to telling your mother about you being a lesbian and everything, you saying everything has changed after that, ever since that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, your mom is very religious, you said.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in a religious family? Or were you ever religious? Are you religious?
I mean, I believe in God and everything, but I don't follow by their rules.
So what do you think the big issue, do you think that would be a main issue, that she doesn't accept you as a lesbian? Is that why everything is, you feel like she's nagging on you about everything else?
I don't know. That's what it feels like sometimes.
So what do you think about the big issue here in your situation between you and your mom? What do you think the main issue is?
She doesn't like the fact that her daughter's gay. I mean, she probably thinks I'm going to hell.
And how do you feel about that?
It's not her problem to worry about, and I'm her daughter, so I don't see why it's that big of an issue for her. Like, why it would make her so mad at me.
Okay. So you kind of like feel like she's misunderstanding where you're coming from in the situation.
Yeah, she refuses to even acknowledge it.
Okay, so that could probably be an issue here. Alright, so to summarize our discussion here, seems to be that you and your mom, majority of issues between you and your mom, and you believe she's been nagging on you for a lot of things, and especially about school and your friends. And so we've come to the conclusion that you think that it started ever since you confessed to your mom about being a lesbian. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you're saying that it started then because she hasn't accepted you as a lesbian?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, to conclude our session here, I'd just like you to go home and try to see what's going on between you and your mom. Like, try to understand if anything else comes up and you'd like to discuss in our next session. And you can let me know how that's going at home. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Tina, for coming in. I'll see you next time.